Hey there everyone! I am W Builds, and last episode I showed you this super simple mob farm design and in between episodes I have added something very special to make it so that only creepers and spiders can spawn in order to increase the amounts of gunpowder that you get, so you can make those nice rockets. So in today's episode I am going to show you how to make your own creeper farm like this one if you would like. I will also show you some other designs, and I will teach you how to design your own so that you can do what is right for you. Well, but first of all, I'll tell you the secret to making creeper farms. Add trapdoors on the ceilings. This, if you're using water like this design, the problem is, well, they can get stuck, and it can, like in these spots right here, they can get stuck on this particular block that I'm on, but that's not that much of a problem because they will move eventually. So let's get into this. So if the reason that creepers can spawn under trapdoors is because if we look at their hitboxes, it is below the trapdoor itself. But something like a zombie is within the trapdoor. So they have to have the correct amount of space in order to spawn. They will not suffocate in the trapdoor because it's not big enough. But then again, a skeleton, as you can see, they are too tall. And this goes the same for other mobs that you can get, such as a witch, which is pretty rare, but see, they're also too tall. So by simply covering the top of this in trapdoors, we're able to actually make it so that only creepers and spiders can spawn there. And if you don't want a spider to spawn there, there's a couple of ways that you can do that, but they prohibit, well, there's a couple of ways that you can do it, but they both prohibit you from using water. The first way is carpets. So if you use, I can just grab that. So if we take a roof and make it like this, I'm gonna kill this creeper. Okay, and we cover it in the trapdoors, which a player can also fit under trapdoors, so I hope you feel fine being smaller than just about everything else. Now, and then you take a carpet, and there's the edge. Let's put it in the corner, and in this corner. How does that? No, that block. And in this corner. And now, actually, I think one can spawn there. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. So if we grab a spider. Nope, not a cave spider. A spider. And we turn on hitboxes. Nope, they were already on. Okay, yeah, they could spawn in there. Which means we would need, I think, like that. No, that would be too small. I will come back in a second. So it actually turns out that I was exactly right with this. They need a 3x3, so this gives them a 2x2, and while they can still fit, when the game is checking to see if it can spawn, it can't. So by doing this, you can cause only creepers to be able to spawn in here. But that means that we can't use water to force them somewhere. So there's a couple of things that we can do with that. Or one thing, well actually no, two things. The first one is by, once again, using our friends, the trapdoors. So this is just a very quick example. I will build up a farm after I've explained this. But the creeper, if we blow that off, and Now, if a creeper spawns in here, I get him to walk over those. He should come towards me, but the creeper thinks that they can walk over that, right? Because they see it not as two trapdoors with a gap in the middle, but as something like that, which they can just walk across, when in fact it is not like that. It is like that. So we can have them just walk around randomly and then walk off, or we can force them to walk off by scaring them. And now what are creepers afraid of? Cats. So if we get a cat and we grab some fish. Let's use tropical fish. I also will need a trapdoor for this, I believe. Okay. There. And I'll just place a cat in here. I'm also going to put that there. They went on the top. They don't like these ones. Cod. There we go. And if we grab our slab, then we can actually just push them up. There we go. I will have to break this to get the cat up. But the cat will make it so that the creeper is afraid of being over here. So, the creeper spawns in there, sees the cat, and runs right off. And that is probably the best way to farm creepers, because they will all come, no matter where they spawn. There we go. That one went on the top. And then they just start coming. I put one on the top again. So I will make 2 farms using this, a very, very, very simple one, and a little bit more complicated one, and I will come back after I've done that. So this is a pretty good example of a creeper farm. This one is by a person called Logical Geek Boy. I try to design my own farms like that other one in the beginning, but for creeper farms, if you want the most efficient thing, this one is basically your best bet, unless you want to do some crazy stuff with portals. So let's head on up here, and then I will send in a little camera to go. Actually, this might be too far. I don't know. I'll just go here. Now if we send in a camera, let's see, do we get any creepers spawning? Don't worry, there is no light in here, but maybe I need to go up a little farther. I'll go back down. There we go, there's a creeper. And there we go. Then the creepers, it takes them a second, but then they get more scared, and then they just walk right off the edge. Can we get any more spawning? Or do I need to bring in the spawn eggs? But if you are the right distance away, this farm will just crank out the gunpowder like crazy. There we go, dying down there. Let's grab a spawn creeper thing. This one will also not spawn any spiders, but the creeper spawns, just runs right off, even if they were spawned, no, okay, yep, like, right there. No matter where they spawn, they are just heading right off, falling down and dying. Because the cats are in the optimal location, and then we also have the carpets positioned perfectly for the maximum amount of creeper spawns. But if you want to know the dimensions of this, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks like that, and then cut off 2 like that in the corners. Surround it with trapdoors, and then you can pause here and put in that layout of carpets. Then put a cat in the middle in a minecart surrounded by trapdoors. You can't have them up, otherwise it won't work. And then the trapdoor trick on the edge so that they think that they're just walking right over 2 blocks, and they're really, really stupid. And this is quite advanced design. It works a lot better if you build it down low in the world like this one. I even removed some bedrock because I built this one in survival, and then I loaded this up in a creative world just to show you. But I removed bedrock just to get it a little bit more efficient, and then for some reason I decided to use glass. So don't ask me why. It was kind of stupid on my part, removing all that bedrock and then being like, wait, but I'm gonna put glass there. So now I will show you a much more beginner creeper farm. Okay, so this is my super easy creeper farm that I designed. This is just one layer of it. But if we look inside, you got some cats at each end, carpets, and then the trapdoor trick to get the creepers to go towards the middle. And it works pretty well. All of the drops are taken down here. We've got some, and I just finished building this like a couple of minutes ago. So in order to build this, you're going to need what is in this chest. 3 stacks of your builder blocks, 3 stacks of carpets, plus 8 more per layer, and then everything else here, except for the carpets, is just do it again for every layer, because you can stack this. 2 stacks of trapdoors, 2 cats per layer, and some fish. Use cod probably, because it's the most abundant. 4 hoppers, 4 campfires, and 4 chests for your collection system. So I will show you how to build this thing. So, let me just get organized here. Okay, I have everything that I need to build this right here. So to start out, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And build that up to a high. Okay, now, if you look here, we go over 2 in a diagonal shape like that. And then we build 1, like this. See this part? So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 extended from this. But here, 1, 2, 3, and then that's 4. 1, and then go back all the way to this other end over here. There we go. And then go like this, connect it up. Now, put blocks behind those 3 and break them. That is just that's where your cat is going to go, in the middle, and then that makes it so that all the creepers can see them. Then you are going to want to build a roof for this whole thing, and I will come back once we have a roof. Okay, so now you've put on your roof, and we're going to go in and start out by finding the middle, which is actually, if we just plop, and then that's covered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I might have made a mistake. I'll try to fix that and see if I actually did. Then I'll come back fixing it. Okay, so I fixed that, and now, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 2 should be the ones in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, these are the middle ones. dig this all the way across here. You don't actually need those ones like that. And dig this down 3 blocks. This is just going to let us transport the creepers over to their killing area, which, well, it might not be very nice. We gotta do it for the gunpowder. Then put 1 back, 1, 2, 3, like that, and then just that one. Over here. And also just do that. And that will stop, yeah. There we go. Put those there, and that will make it, it won't be just about as fast, really. And there. Okay. Now our carpets are in. See, there's nowhere that a spider can spawn. We want that. Put in your cat and tame it, and you have to sit. Put in your cat, tame it. That's not good. We need it to be in the middle. Sorry. There we go. Cats are in, and now you want to put in your trapdoors. Okay, including these ones. 3, and... Okay. Thanks for sticking with me while I do this. And I will come back once this whole ceiling is covered in trapdoors. Okay, so now you've got all of your trapdoors in. You're going to want to come down to this again and dig this out like so. Oh, you also need 2 water buckets. I forgot about that. And only 2. You don't need the cats anymore. Place them like that. And then you're going to want to dig these out. And take this to where it runs out. And then you're going to drop them. Here we go. You're going to drop them down. I'll grab a torch just so I can light this thing up and you all can see what I'm doing. There we go. And dig this out like this. And then chest and chest. Now, take your... You're going to need to shift click on them in order to get the hoppers without just entering the hopper interface. And place your campfires down like that. They don't have to be all facing the same way like that, but they just place them down. You don't need this torch. Now if we just close this off. Actually no, we need to go back in so that we can go down in here. This is where the creepers are going to go to die. You need to get out and start building up a staircase just so you can access all of the goodies that you get. That actually lined up perfect with that one. And cover that back up like that, and then you have access to both. This is the right one, yeah. Now, if we just close this up, and we need to cover the top with carpet or slabs in order to prevent the creepers from spawning on top. Then I'm going to AFK for 15 minutes and come back and show you how much this farm gets. Okay, so I've covered the top, and the last step, if you just want heightened efficiency, I'm also going to light this one up, just to make sure that we don't get any creepers spawning in this one. And I'm going to also go light up the other mob farm and just place some torches around so we make sure that we don't get anything spawning outside of it. You can do this in a non-super flat world just by like lighting up all the caves in your area and that type of stuff. Let's see, is there... I think there's... Yep, there's water. That was very loud. So now if we just head in around... Just grab some glowstone then. This way we can see what the other one gets without any other things running. And where did I come in? Here's where I come in. Okay. I will see you in 15 minutes time. Okay, so now it's been about 15 minutes total. And if we hop down, you can hear some right now, but 41 and 53. And remember, that's just from 15 minutes. Like a stack and a half of gunpowder, so that is, if we do take that, plus more coming. Let's see, how much can we get after this? It's gonna go into this chest. No? None? Okay, but if we grab some paper and we just combine this in a crafting table, let's see how many rockets you can get from just 15 minutes with this farm that takes like 10 minutes to build. You get over 4 stacks of rockets in 15 minutes. Almost 5. That was actually, well, it was actually more like 13 minutes. So, see, there's more coming. So this is just a beast of a little tiny farm. And imagine if you just left this on like overnight. You'd get so much more gunpowder than you'd even know what to do with. And you can just keep on stacking these until you get just like a ton. That's actually really good. So oh, there's the actual timer for the 15 minutes. But I'd just like to thank all of you for watching to the end, and just have an amazing day. This is all for me. Goodbye. Consider subscribing.